Howdy, howdy. This is Joseph Graham. I'm with UpShot Solutions, the #1 online marketing consultant in Fort Worth, Texas, and DFW. So when I asked around for a reputable foundation repair company, somebody mentioned you. That's why I'm reaching out to you now and making you this video. And I want you to know that this Google My Business map listing is the most valuable asset that you have on the internet. Okay, it's even more valuable than your website or your Facebook page. I'm going to show you why, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't have a website, right? So if you guys need help rebuilding this or establishing this an authoritative website, feel free to reach out. And just keep in mind, I did say this is the most valuable asset. Your website is an asset when it's on page one. If it's not on page one, then it's just a brochure in your uncle's closet. Nobody's going to see it, right? So what we did was we took your map listing and we ran it through this heat map tool. Okay. And this heat map tool shows everywhere your map listing is and is not being displayed. So if I'm looking for a foundation repair and I do a Google search, right? It could do near me, cost, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to see ads. I'm going to see these map listings. I'm going to see these businesses down here. The money is in these map listings. All right. These businesses in these top 3 map listing spots get 75% of the traffic, 75 to 80% of the traffic, which means phone calls for a phone driven business like yourself. Okay. So this would show everywhere you are and are not ranking in specific areas. So if I'm in Garland and I search for foundation repair, I'm going to see Dow Rock. I'm going to see Align. These top 3 businesses are getting the majority of the calls. Like Dow Rock, they're pretty much dominating the Garland area. They're getting a lot of calls. They're making a lot of sales in this area, right? And we can do this all day long everywhere else. So for the most part, we have to optimize this map listing. It's asking me if I want to claim this business, like, so we gotta correct this stuff. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna start requesting for reviews. But you're not just gonna ask for a review. You're gonna ask people to state the neighborhood or city that they're from, and then also upload a picture that they took with their GPS location on. It sounds stupid, but look, don't be mad. You can't get mad at your money. You know what I mean? So don't be mad at your money. This is just another way to start generating more calls and making more sales just from online search alone. Word of mouth referrals are awesome. They're great. But guess what? We have the internet. Most people like searching on the internet for reputable companies. Does that make sense? So, yeah, whenever you do a job out in Farmers Branch or Carrollton or Irving, send that review request out, and they should be stating where they're from and hopefully uploading a picture. And that's essentially going to start making you more relevant in those areas and start turning these bad boys green. Let me show you what it looks like for a city that we did. Philadelphia is a little bit bigger than Dallas, but Philadelphia foundation repair. So like this is a zoomed out, but zoomed in, it looks like this a little bit. So like we dominate and we're still dominating. Now we got to dominate for waterproofing, but it's possible. So guess who gets the first phone call whenever anybody's looking for foundation repair, a French drain, or anything like that? We do. We get that first phone call. Guess who makes the first sell? We make that first sell, right? So these are just the perks of that besides the word of mouth, right? And then once you already attract that client, like if they need anything else, you did such a great job the first time, guess what? Recurring. So it's not just, a one-time thing. This is helping you build and scale your business, right? So if you have any questions about this map, you can doodle around with all this, different circles, see who's ranking where. And if you need help building your site, an authoritative site, it needs to be an authoritative site. Something that whenever you do decide to use SEO, that is going to rank, right? So with that said, Happy New Year's and God bless.